hold it. You know, the liberals, like this guy here, love to always talk about places like Mexico, where handguns are banned, and they say murder by handguns in Mexico is very low because handguns are banned. And I see that in circulars all over the place, and they use this as an argument, as you probably know, David, that because handguns are banned in Mexico, murders by handgun in Mexico are very low. However, they fail to tell that Mexico's rate of homicide with knives is almost 3 times that of what it is for guns in the United States of America. So how do you answer that?
Well, the overall murder rate is still lower.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it says the rate of homicide, this is documented, with knives is almost 3 times what it is for guns
Wally,
in the United States. So
Wally,
obviously, gun control does not work, right?
Wally, you're being ignorant. If you add the total deaths of knives and guns compared to the United States of total deaths with guys and knives, Mexico will be lower.
Sure, there are fewer people, that's all.
Did you know, as a matter of fact,
it's lower.
Do you know that the Constitution of, hold everybody, did you know that the Constitution of 39 states guarantees the right to bear arms? You know, 39 states have that, and I say they're right. How are you? May I have your name, please?
My name is Joe Romo.
All right. How do you feel on this issue, Joe?
Well, people with guns tend to interfere with the law.
How do they do that?
Well, they're just a bunch of jerks. They can't handle it, you know.
Wait, how do they tend to, Joe, how do they tend to interfere with the law?
Well, they can't learn to keep their guns at home underneath their beds, you know, like for the family. They drink, they take out the gun, they're jealous, there comes the gun.
Hey, well, how do you know, Joe?
Exactly right. He's explained the majority of handgun deaths in this country.
Let him talk for himself. How do you know all this? Are you speaking from experience, Joe?
No, it's just common knowledge. Common knowledge.
The
We're in a country where we have the best president of all time,
Let him
who
talk for
spends
himself.
billions of dollars in arms, and we pay a lot of money to keep all these guards and security and police, and all we do is just a bunch of people that can't even handle a gun. Shoot yourself with it.
No, Joe.
He's absolutely right. I don't believe it's an intelligent person in this audience. I don't believe it.
You obviously have been hanging out with these kind of people too long. You're absolutely wrong. You're out of here. Yes, sir. Yes.
Oh, besides the obvious,
No, let's get your name, and you are...
I'm a police officer. My name is Ray Schneiders.
Yeah, how about that? Here's a police officer. You tell me, officer, how you feel about handguns.
Besides the obvious fact that criminals are going to be the only ones who have handguns, if we do ban handguns, which doesn't make our job any easier, how is a handicapped person going to defend themselves when they're confined to a wheelchair and cannot physically defend themselves?
Yeah. What's your answer on that?
The problem of citizens killing each other isn't with handicapped people. They are not a problem.
You don't really care if a handicapped person gets killed, huh?
It would be all right with me to make an exception for handicapped people.
You would...
I'd be willing to make an exception with handicapped people.
Oh, you would make an exception. God bless him. Isn't he? He's a kind person. What else, officer?
Okay, the statistics that you were giving about people who get in fights and end up shooting somebody they know, those statistics would be nothing compared to the statistics that would occur if we sent out the message to all the criminals that no one in their home has a handgun that is going to defend themselves. There will be more criminals apt to break into your home, therefore you will have more murders inside the home.
Absolutely.
Can I answer that? Wally, can I answer that? Wally.
Yes.
Wally?
Wally.
My name's Dave.
Can I answer?
No.
Respond to that?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, you're lucky for you.
It's my show. You just shut your mouth.
My name's Dave, Wally, and personally I think you're all wet. I think that if people... Wally?
Hold it.
Everybody's talking about keeping handguns in their house to protect themselves. If people would lock their doors, turn on their outside lights, they wouldn't have a problem.
Do you really think that a criminal goes up there and tries the door and says, oh, well, the door's locked, I better go to another house?
Wally, statistics show that people will not break into a house if it takes them more time and more effort. They'd rather find a house where the door is unlocked, they can just turn the doorknob and walk right in.
Statistics also show that people like you are numbskulls. Get out of here. Go ahead.
Wally, my name is Mike Kanzaki. I'm a police officer. I've been a
Yeah,
police
how
officer.
about
I'd like to direct my comments to this little pencil neck geek sitting here. First of all, where he got his statistics.
Yes, go ahead.
First of all, where he got his statistics at, and secondly, from personal knowledge, from me being out in the street 8 hours a day, I know that you're all wet. Your statistics are all blown out of proportion, and I know what the actual truth of the matter is.
And what is that actual truth?
The truth of the matter is that criminals who use handguns know that the sentences that they're getting are very minimal, and it makes it advantageous to them to use a handgun in the commission of a crime. We don't need gun control, we need stiffer sentences for criminals who commit crimes using handguns.
Absolutely. That's a very good point, officer. And I'll tell you, Ronald Reagan said once when he was the governor of California, talking about handgun control, he said, "Look at a gun. What is it? It's not dangerous. It's only a piece of metal. It's whose hand the gun goes into." Now, you see, this is the whole thing. This is the whole thing. If you put a handgun into the hand of a law-abiding citizen, nothing is going to happen. They're going to learn how to use it. They're going to protect themselves and their families. You put the handgun into the hands of a criminal, and sure, lots of danger is going to happen. So why should we only have the criminals have guns, right?